When it comes, even simple situations get magnified and shift our consciousness Godward. I was talking to Janet McGurk at a work Saturday of last, and she was sharing a moment when she went to visit where her granddaughter was graduating from high school. And they had a church ceremony where they invited all the seniors that were graduating up to the altar, and she watched her granddaughter just like caught up in the outward moment and that awkwardness, when you have to go in front of everybody, and seen that. And once they're all up on the altar, there was a prayer. And she watched her granddaughter go from that awkward outer awareness to this holy inward alignment with God. And she said, watching her granddaughter do that, not only did she feel the holiness of what was taking place between her granddaughter, but it did the exact same thing for her. It aligned her being to God. And that's what happens when the Christ Spirit flows through. It touches others and creates ripples and magnifies those responses from one to the other. And at the end of the day, Janet grew closer to Christ. I was talking to Liz Lang, and she also had a little game she was playing with her two granddaughters. It was a game she actually learned here at Questhaven when we were doing our Academy Retreat Week. We were doing a listening exercise, so you have to have a task to listen to. And the task was this. It's a game. If you can have anybody come to lunch, past, present, or future, they could be living or dead, who would you have and what would you ask them? Now I see the wheels turning in each of your consciousness of how you would answer. Well, they took a few moments and they were thinking, but it was her eldest granddaughter that basically said that she wanted to meet with her 70-year-old self. She wanted to ask herself, what would she have done differently in her life to make it more meaningful? Do you feel that soulic tug even on each of us when we hear a response that comes from the soul? It stretches everybody that hears it. Oh, I wish I had answered that. See, that's what the soulic responses bring, awakening within each of us. And that is how the Christ Spirit works. When it comes through, others are drawn into the fisher's net of his outpouring.